Hey folks, I'm not sure I believe the groundhog's weather prediction, but you can't always believe the weather forecasters either. No matter, it's winter, and folks are ice fishing, eagle watching, and thinking about spring fishing and turkey hunting. We put together a show with a little fun for everyone, and we even revisited the NRA's Great American Outdoor Show from last February, as you'll see right now when we go out in the open. Out in the Open is brought to you by statewide abstract and national abstract companies. For 35 years, the Pocono choice when you need a real estate title research company. By Buck Hill Firearms in Mountain Home, the Northeast's #1 online retailer of firearms. By B&B Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Honesdale, a family-owned and operated new and pre-owned car and truck dealership trusted for the best price and service since 1970. By the Kahr Firearms Group, the #1 choice of personal carry, and the Tommy Gun Warehouse in Greeley, where you will find the largest retail showroom in the Northeast for all kinds of new and used firearms. Hey folks, welcome to this edition of Out in the Open. I'm Alex Zidock.
I'm JoAnne Zidock, and we've got so many neat things to show. A lot of fun too.
Yeah, a lot of fun, and you know, if you're ice fishing, some safety tips and hints and things like that. But you got to be careful when you are out ice fishing. We got a little piece on ice fishing, but remember, the ice has to be 4 inches thick before you can really go out there on ice fish. 6 inches if you want to take a snowmobile. You got to be careful because ice is not uniform over the entire lake or impoundment or something, you know, like that.
Gotta pay attention. The ice doesn't, you must.
Yeah, and you know, with this heavy snow that we've had, maybe you want to go watch eagles along the Delaware River instead of ice fishing, because the cold weather, the snow, that's what brings all the eagles down into the Lackawaxen area.
It's wonderful.
And you know, we've got a piece on that for you too, to show you how to get out there and do some of the, you know, do some of those things. And then we revisited the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg last year, and we picked up a couple of the pieces that we thought were interesting. So we're going to go there too. So we got a lot of show. What do you think of this snow that's out there? We got a ton.
Lot of snow.
I don't know how the groundhog saw his shadow or her shadow or whoever's shadow or whatever.
I think he was on the studio.
I think so too. I don't think he could get out of his hole with 2 feet ice or 2 feet of snow.
No.
And that's out western Pennsylvania.
Right.
So maybe it was different out there. We got hammered here.
We did.
But we got a great show for you, so don't go away. We'll be right back. It's been years in the making. Tim Flanagan's landmark upland hunting masterpiece is finally here. This new coffee table style edition, The Birds of My Life, Grouse and Woodcock, is a lifetime of extraordinary hunting experience vividly brought to life by Wild River Press. At 11 by 8.5 inches, with 413 all-color pages, it contains rare photographs of grouse and woodcock, the result of spending thousands of hours in the field. This is the Upland Game Book to have and to give. Order your copy today directly from wildriverpress.com. It's eagle watching time along the Delaware River, and the Delaware Highlands Conservancy have made eagle watching easy and safe. While most of their programs have been canceled because of COVID, you can still go to their eagle watching website for information. Some of the best eagle watching takes place in the general vicinity of the confluence of the Lackawaxen and Delaware rivers. According to the Conservancy, every winter up to 150 and 200 bald eagles migrate to this region where the rivers meet. At this point in Lackawaxen, near the Zane Museum, the force created at the meeting of the waters prevents the waters from freezing, making it an ideal place for eagles to converge for food. Eagles from as far north as Canada will travel to this location for a reliable source for food when rivers and lakes freeze solid further north. Some eagle watchers park at the Zane River access area to watch for eagles. Many bring binoculars and cameras. It can get cold, so dress for the occasion. In Lackawaxen is also the historic Roebling Delaware Aqueduct. It's the oldest existing suspension bridge in the United States. It crosses the Delaware River to Minisink Ford, New York. It has since been converted to carry automotive traffic and pedestrians. If you turn right once you cross the bridge and drive a short distance south, you will find one of several eagle watching viewing stations where you can get out of the weather and view eagles flying up and down the river. Other viewing areas are on the Conservancy website. Mature eagles are large birds, measuring 40 inches long with a wingspan of 5+ to 7+ feet. They get their white head and tail and bright yellow beak and feet at age 4 or 5 when they become sexually mature. Until then, their plumage is drab-brown with flecks of white that make them more difficult to see in the trees. When you're parked in a safe viewing area, you may get lucky enough to have an eagle land in a tree just above your head. And maybe it will even give you a shout. During the height of the visiting population in February, you may even see multiple eagles in one tree. And if you are really lucky as you travel the towpath along the Lackawaxen River, you may even find the patriotic combination of an American flag and an American bald eagle. Please refer to the Delaware Highlands Conservancy website for their eagle etiquette and viewing tips, and for information on how to identify eagles, and for the safest and least intrusive viewing experience. Real estate law is our business. Need an abstract title search company near Stroudsburg, Mount Pocono, Pocono Lake, Lake Naomi, Blakesley? Call National Abstract at 570-646-4110. For offices near Scranton, Clark Summit, Lake Wallenpaupack, Lords Valley. And for general information, call 570-226-6229. For 35 years helping people with real estate, we're a Pocono experience you can't afford. Call 570-226-6229.
Buck Hill Firearms, home of the $10 transfer, located at 916 Route 390 in Mountain Home, Pennsylvania. You never have to make an appointment. We're open 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Buck Hill Firearms is a full-service gun shop with on-site gunsmithing. Buck Hill Firearms NRA certified instructors are here to help you choose a gun that's right for you. Buck Hill Firearms, 916 Route 390 in Mountain Home, Pennsylvania, right next to the Mountain Home Diner. Check out the website at buckhillfirearms.com.
Don't be shy, stop by and see why so many folks rely on B&B for the best buy. Easy to find in Honesdale. We're making deals on all types of wheels. Brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and the cleanest pre-owned vehicles in the land. For big choices and the best buys, head to B&B, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Honesdale, where smart buyers shop first.
B&B, better and better.
To translate a vision into reality is true innovation. At Kahr Arms, we not only manufacture some of the most advanced firearms on the market, We build assurance and reliability through a solid history of quality. We pride ourselves on offering concealable, performance-driven firearm systems that exceed expectations time and time again. Kahr Arms, American ingenuity at its finest.
Hey folks, as we mentioned earlier, we visited the Great American Outdoor Show again. It happened last February, so whatever you're watching, we have a little note up there that it was February 2020. But, you know, there's some interesting things there. One of them, of course, was that we talked to our friend Connie Spindler from Maryland Tourism. And once this COVID thing lifts and we can get out again and we can get down to Maryland, we really like to go down there. We find things down there that we don't find in Pennsylvania, so we like to get down and do some fishing down there for striped bass. And
We've had lots of fun over the years doing that until COVID set in, and so we just fish here.
And then we talked to our friend Rod Bates, who is a guide down the lower Susquehanna River, and they used to fish a lot for bass. So we've been down there and we've fished bass down there, but more so they're fishing for catfish, and they're getting some gigantic catfish. And boy, if you want to take a youngster down there or go down on a family trip, well, you'll see. But we do have some things from last year's Great American Outdoor Show. We're sure you'll enjoy it. So here we go.
Okay, everybody, we're getting ready to cut the ribbon to officially open the show. So you can all count down with us as we get ready to go. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey folks, we are at the Great American Outdoor Show inside. In fact, we are in the archery hall.
Right, and there are so many people here. Wow.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people on opening day here Saturday. The show goes from now until the 9th of February. It's open every day, and there's so much to see. We happen to be right now in the archery hall, and there are so many different products here for the archery fraternity.
There's a lot of new type products, and the other thing that I've noticed is there's a lot of children, and there's even things for kids here.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that's one of the things the show is, child-friendly, kid-friendly. You know, it's better if you bring your child, if it's a very, very small child, in a backpack rather than a stroller, because trying to navigate through here with a stroller is very, very difficult.
It's difficult just carrying a tote, staying up with my cameraman.
Absolutely, but do not hesitate to bring the kids. Now, we're in the archery hall in back of us, and of course, there is the shooting hall, which has just as packed and just as many people.
Yes, and they have the big tank where they've got the fish, and they've got auditoriums where they do programs.
Well, that's the fishing hall, of course, and then there are the auditoriums, and then there are programs. And if you go on the website, GreatAmericanOutdoorShow.com, I believe it is, but you can find it, just Google it. The show's open, as I said, from now until the 9th, and it's open every day, and there's all kinds of activities, things going on, and things for everybody here.
Amazing. We've been coming here for a long time, but I got to tell you, this week it seems more packed than I've ever seen it.
Well, maybe it just seems that way, but there sure are a lot of people, but sure a lot of things here for the great American outdoorsmen to do, and see.
And women too. Yes.
And kids too. So, and they do have, this year I know they've even expanded their kids programs, with fishing tanks and shooting archery and doing things even for little kids. So it's a great place to come.
I think it's just wonderful. So bring the kids out, get them involved. It's a great thing to do.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a trip somewhere, all the way Africa, South America, wherever, hunting, fishing, canoeing, boating, whatever, you can find that here.
And you don't have to fly. You can just drive up to Canada too.
Absolutely. Some great trips up there also. So a lot here to do and see. We're going to try to get around and see some of these folks and talk to some folks and give you just a little bit of an idea what's going on here. But we're going to do that right now.
Okay, I'm going to go with you for a while.
All right, let's do it. We're talking to old friend Connie Spindler, and Connie's from Maryland and is always preaching and pushing and talking about Maryland, all the great things. And she doesn't have to talk to JoAnne and I much about that because we like Maryland and we come down and we do fishing and we do everything else. We spend a lot of time in Maryland.
Yes, and we have a program. It's called Fish and Hunt Maryland, and we're at the Pennsylvania Outdoor Show. We have a fishing booth and a hunting booth, so please come see us and learn more about the specifics.
How can they get more information? And before that, what's really new? What's happening in Maryland right now and in the spring? Anything new?
Well, there'll be new rockfish regulations. We don't know quite yet what they will be. There's still meetings and discussions being had with regards to that. Otherwise, we've got a number of new outfitters. Maryland has an invasive fish called the northern snakehead.
Oh, the snakehead, and people are even starting to eat them.
Yeah, oh my God, they're delicious. They're so good. It's nice, tender meat. But we have a number of outfitters that now will take you out, both fishing for the snakeheads and really get you on big fish.
I know, and we're not going to try snakeheads soon because last year was a bumper crop for Maryland crabs, and we went down, JoAnne and I, tried to help disseminate that a little bit, and we took a toll on the crabs.
Yeah, you got to keep the balance on the crabs, but a lot of people don't realize that crabs are best in September and October. At that point, they've had a lot of time to really build up all that sweet meat inside. So
yeah, they're delicious, and we've gone down and we've had crabs learn how to eat crabs and break them and all different varieties and ways and things like that. If people are more interested in getting some more information about coming down to Maryland for fishing or hunting, what can they do?
Well, there's two websites I'm going to give you. One is fishandhuntmaryland.org, and the other is visitmaryland.org. And now Visit Maryland is our tourism site, so that'll show you where to go and stay and some of the other things to do. And then the Fish and Hunt Maryland website will give you all the information about the species and where they can be found and the seasons, and then it'll also connect you up with guides and outfitters.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Good to see you again. Take care. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Folks, we're talking with Rod Bates, and he is the owner of Koinonia Guide Service on the Susquehanna River near Harrisburg. And Rod, there's a lot going on in this area, particularly with the catfish.
Oh yeah, we've got a tremendous channel catfish fishery, and we also have flathead catfish. And normally we'll go out and we'll run 4-hour channel cat trips or an 8-hour combo trip where we can catch channel cats and flatheads.
What do you think has happened over the last many years with the catfish population? I mean, because years ago this was a great bass fishery, and now you're kind of concentrating more on catfish.
Yeah, that's true. We are concentrating more on catfish.
And if you want a great trip with one of your children or grandchildren, very child-oriented and friendly.
Yeah, particularly the channel catfish trip. We bring kids out and they have a wonderful time. They get to sit there and wait for the rods to go, and if they get bored, the boat's big enough they can play in the bottom of the boat. So it's a really good family trip as a catfish trip.
So if people want to see one of your videos, how do they get that?
If they go to our website, koinoniafishingguides.com, they can go to our YouTube channel there, and there's all kinds of videos of us catching fish.
All right, so that's where they can go to get information about trips and availability and all of that. And you're down here, of course, at the show booking now, so people can call you now for summer trips.
Absolutely. The best way to get me is at my phone, 717-805-7082. And also check out our website, Instagram, Facebook. We got it all.
Hey, that kid's got one over there. Get the picture, Dad. Get the picture. Look at that rainbow trout over there. He's a winner.
My name is John Bichetti, and I'm coming to you from the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, representing Tommy Gun Warehouse and Kahr Firearms Group. Today we have on display and exhibition all of our products, handguns, rifles, AR-15s, AR-15 pistols, big frame revolvers, all our products from Thompson, Magnum Research, and Kahr Firearms Group. So what I'm holding here is our Thompson. It's our Crusader model. It is real gold. It's got engravings on it, and it is very, very beautiful. You got a 50-round drum. Something like this would cost you a whopping $5,000, but of course we do have your standard Tommy guns. Prices on those run about $1,100 up to about $2,000, depending on how they're outfitted. And you can come see us at Tommy Gun Warehouse. It's our retail outlet for Kahr Firearms Group. 7,500 square feet of guns, ammo, accessories, holsters, even free coffee. So come see us there at 221 Well Road in Greeley, Pennsylvania, 18425.
Designed by Kit Wallenpaupack.
All right, so we're Night Rifles. Of course, anybody into muzzleloading, they know who Night Rifles is. Company was founded in 1985 by Tony Knight. Over the years, it's evolved to be, what people know in muzzleloading is probably the best muzzleloaders ever built. In today's world in muzzleloading, it's grown so much from, within the past 10 years, everybody's went from shooting an average of, 100 yards or 200 yards being a long shot to now they're wanting to push it out to that 250, 300, 400, 500 yard mark, and we've been able to do that with a lot of our developments with our guns and stuff, especially some of our longer range, our Mountaineers, our Night 500s. We've set a lot of world records with them, a lot of national championships have been won with them. A lot of great trophy animals have been taken with these, with a Night rifle, and it's, the American people love it because it's a 100% American-made product, and we stand behind it 100%. We really love them, and we love giving the public, and the hunter and the outdoorsman a great product. For more information, check us out on our website at muzzleloaders.com or give us a call anytime. We can help you out with any questions. Love to set you up with a American-made Night rifle.
Hey folks, we're at the S.A.S.S booth, S.A.S.S booth, Single Action Shooting Society. And you are?
My name is Misty Miller. My SAS alias is Misty Moonshine.
Misty Moonshine.
I'm from New Mexico. Our SAS World Headquarters is stationed in Edgewood, New Mexico.
What is SAS?
SAS is the Single Action Shooting Society. We are an international membership organization, and we're also the governing body for the sport of cowboy action shooting worldwide. The alias is it was just sort of a fun take on, we're a fantasy sport. So we like to think we're in the entertainment business. When you come to a cowboy action shoot, you get to leave all the troubles and worries of our real lives behind. So you become this cowboy shooting persona. So for the weekend or for that day while you're at a cowboy match, you're Misty Moonshine or you're Ruby Ruthless or you're Bubba Bear. You're whatever your name is for that day. And it evens it too. We don't care if you're a garbage man or a CEO or a brain surgeon. At a cowboy match, everyone's just kind of whoever they are that day. We shoot only single action revolvers, lever action rifles, and a side-by-side or pump style shotgun. So you're going to shoot all 4 firearms. Through a course of competition for speed and accuracy, we're shooting real lead bullets on steel targets. in 38 all the way to 44. We have shooting categories in SASS for everyone from 8 years old to 85 years old and everything in between.
How can people get more information?
You can go to our website, sassnet.com. There are loads of SASS affiliated clubs here in the Northeast, lots in Pennsylvania. Our best advice is go to a local club. You can watch, ask questions, learn all about cowboy action shooting. You'll receive a warm welcome, and it's a fun day at the range.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Out in the Open is brought to you by statewide abstract and national abstract companies. For 35 years, the Pocono choice when you need a real estate title research company. By Buck Hill Firearms in Mountain Home, the Northeast's #1 online retailer of firearms. By B&B Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Honesdale, a family-owned and operated new and pre-owned car and truck dealership trusted for the best price and service since 1970. By the Kahr Firearms Group, the #1 choice of personal carry, and the Tommy Gun Warehouse in Greeley, where you will find the largest retail showroom in the Northeast for all kinds of new and used firearms. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed the show. We kind of had a little bit of everything on there. You know, we went down, of course, and saw the eagles. While I was walking along the towpath, because you can only park in certain areas, it just happened we parked in an area off the road, and I was walking down the towpath with a camera because we thought we had seen a eagle.
Right.
And happened to see that people out there had a flag out, and they saw the eagle and was able to get that, that shot. But we want to talk a little bit again about ice fishing, because if you do go out and you're going to be on the ice, make sure you have something like these cleats that you could put over top of your boots, because you can slip and fall, and we've seen incidents of that. And the other thing I think, JoAnne, that everybody should have is a pair of these ice picks. And you can see these are pointy things on one end that actually they can go together. You can actually put them on your neck like this, you see, and you don't want to get hurt with them, but you can just wear them this way. And then should you fall through the ice, you can separate them, and you can dig. You can dig your way out. You can grab, because extremely important. And that and some type of a PFD or safety device, The object is, when you're outdoors, be careful.
And if you should fall through the ice, you're so cold and you lose all your ability to say, kick, run, walk. Just get yourself out of there.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And if you've got somebody with you, they can help you. But if you can start not letting yourself go below.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to kind of get out of there, but be careful. Anything you do in the outdoors, be careful. Whether you're sledding or you're doing whatever you're doing, just be careful in the outdoors. But do get outdoors, because it's a lot of fun, because you can be sure we're going to be outdoors. We're going to be somewhere.
We're going to be out in the open.
Absolutely.